Hey everyone, Jorge Taborda here. Thank you for coming to my channel. So, as I mentioned before, some of the things I want to talk about are my story as to why I'm doing what I'm doing, which is motivational speaking, putting motivational videos out there for you, and that hopefully may serve you and for the day, and also just sharing some health tips and sharing some just health and wellness. Uh, so my little background is that I come from the gaming world. So I used to be a gamer, and I didn't really think of it as kind of like being a problem for me. I wouldn't even call it a problem, but the more I keep talking to my coach, for example, he's finding that there are more people, they're kind of asking themselves, like, how do I quit? Like, how do I leave gaming? And that was the kind of the question that I was asking myself too. And as silly as it may sound, I actually ended up Googling how to quit playing video games. And my inner voice, like my this voice that was just judging the heck out of me, was just saying, dude, this is so dumb. Why are you even Googling that in the first place? Of course you can quit, or it'd be silly. Nobody else would be Googling that. But surprisingly, there's actually somebody else that has Googled that. And because of that, they didn't find the resources that they needed in order to do so. So they ended up doing it themselves. They ended up quitting cold turkey. I would not recommend cold turkey. It's very, very difficult. But because of them taking that action, they then created their own program called Respawn, which is a 90-day detox from game quitters, and that was Cam Adair. And the reason I share that is because that's who I was looking up to, and just kind of listening to his story, and it just kind of rang to me like, man, like somebody else out there was thinking similarly to how I was thinking. Like, how do I quit? Like, and like, how do I leave this behind? And how I see it, leveling up in the real world, like leveling up my lifestyle. So doing the detox, I will say, it's not easy, because it's you're training yourself to basically go from one habit that you are so familiar with and you became so comfortable, and now it's getting yourself out of your comfort zone and moving into something that you're not comfortable with, that you're still, it's brand new to you. And so it was difficult for me. And when I say difficult for me, when I left, I was leaving behind a community that I knew, that I was a little bit familiar with. I was leaving behind friends that were gamers. I was leaving behind worlds that I became so immersed in. I was leaving behind so much time and energy that I put into. But the thing is that time is gone. There's no way you're going to get that time back. And something that really hit me was listening to from Les Brown. It was listening to Les Brown of, so much time has passed you, and I'm just paraphrasing it, but so much time has passed you that the time ahead of you, it's just getting shorter and shorter. And like, how are you gonna use your time wisely, invest your time to leave something for your community, whether that be in the health and wellness community, the education community, in the sports community, something. And so it really, it dawned on me, like I do want to get on with my life. I do want to eventually have a family. um, it was just a matter of starting. And this story may seem like a ramble, but if there's anything that I can share with you, is if you find yourself asking yourself, how do I quit? Where do I start? just know that that is the moment that you are starting to become self-aware. And as two very amazing people have shared with me, is that self-awareness is step one. You know, we can go for months, maybe years, without really giving it a second thought and actually thinking, maybe there's something more out there. There's got to be something more than this. And so I share with you, you're not alone. And if you are ready to take that plunge to make the change, then by all means, I'll be more than happy to help you. It's not an easy road, but nobody ever said that working on yourself was easy. And as somebody shared, I believe it was Les Brown, is that majority of us work a lot harder at the job that we're at than we work on our own selves. Just let that sink in for a second. Like putting in the work for you, like doing the self-reflection, doing the daily routines, or as my coach Andres says, the morning warrior rituals. Like what is it that you're doing to fuel yourself, to get yourself on the right path, not necessarily the right path, but but helping you get your mind right. If we don't control this, then a lot of the stuff that we do, it may not come to the best of our ability. And so it's just a matter of training this, saying less negative things to ourselves, being kinder to ourselves, loving ourselves. A lot of us, and myself, I've experienced this, is that I would talk negatively about myself because I thought that was how I could push myself through the pain, push myself by constantly saying the negative words like, you give up now, you're a loser. Or if you go back, you're a loser. Or, just stuff like that, instead of just coming from a place of love. Because love is a lot stronger. As cliche as this sounds, love is a lot stronger than putting your own self down. So I encourage you, love yourself. If you go on for 2 days without gaming, hug yourself, love yourself, because that you've gone 2 days longer than you probably have gone before. Now, take it to 4 days, take it to 6 days after that, a week. It's those little steps. You can do it. And you do have value to give to this world. Like, what is it that you have? I share that with you. And I will be back tomorrow or sometime this week with a little motivational video. All right. Take care.